My prince, my friend, the heir apparent to the throne of Enuago Kingdom, that I refused to understand that he has a problem. Why did you send for me?
What kind of talk is that? Why are you such a terrible friend?
Even Ogwefi Onyakaya Yocha, the priest of Enuago Kingdom, will readily bear me witness that I am never a terrible friend. Because I say things the way they are. And anyone that has me as a friend must be happy. Why did you send for me?
What did the woman of Aguilera tell you?
Are you serious? So you brought me out here to listen to the same message that I wanted to give you, and you ordered me to leave your presence. What makes you think that I will say it here?
Listen, Ozondo, this is the right place to say it. You wanted to say it in front of my wife, and I had to shout you down.
That woman is never your wife. She is not your wife. I will never be your wife. She is your father's wife. The moment you start seeing her as that, that is when your problem shall be solved.
Let me make this clear to you. Nwamaka is a woman my father found for me. And I married her as my wife. So I don't know why you keep calling her my father's wife.
Sopulona, I know how all these things started. First, I know how she came into your life. And now that she has lived with you for 5 years without conceiving, I traveled to Aguleri to consult Mbanugo, the great daughter of Iwele. And she said too many things, and those were the things I wanted to share with you.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
There is a man in your land called Ogwefi Onyakaya Diocha, a mighty man of the gods. He can solve this problem and you know it. Why didn't you go to him?
I know the man you mentioned. Yes. He is the priest of my land.
So why didn't you go to him? Why travel all the way to Aguleri to come consult me over something that a man in your land can solve?
Ogwefi Onyakaya Diocha can only speak to me if he decides. I cannot go to him because I am not a titled man. In my land, untitled men like me cannot consult the priest.
But your friend that has this problem is a titled man. So why didn't he go to the priest?
My friend is not a titled man. He is the prince of the land. A title he got because his father is the king of the land. He is not yet an Ozo. For in my land, Enuago, a man must at least have a son or a daughter before he can be initiated into the Ozo.
In that case, I will leave you with one option. His father, the king, the head of authority and power in that kingdom, must go and speak with the priest. There is a pendant that can solve this problem, and only the priest can explain it well to him.
Mbanugo, what if I ask my friend to get his father involved and the king refuses? Is there not something you can do so that my friend will see the need of taking another wife? At least the one he can comfortably call his wife.
Do not talk about another wife. For he already has a wife whom the family love.
And the said wife is frustrating my friend. Yeah? He has become an object of ridicule among the maidens of my land. Listen, Banugo, I traveled all the way from Enugu to Aguleri because I believe you can help us.
I've given you a link to the solution already. Get your friend to move his father to the priest, and the healing process will begin.
Ogbuefi Onyakaya Diocha is the one that will lead your father to the solution.
You're not making any sense at all. Ogbuefi Onyakaya Diocha is the priest in charge of the central deity of the land. What has he got to do with my wife's inability to conceive?
Mbanugo, the great daughter of Iwele, the seer of Aguleri, that even the dreaded is Saturn Curate consort, has given a solution. Follow it up.
How can I follow it up when I can't even understand any single thing she has said? How do I begin?
Why are you looking at her like that? She's Ekutosi. You don't know her again?
I have not seen her in years. Where has she been?
You have not seen her since you dumped her, you mean?
Where has she been?
Are we not supposed to be discussing what I told you about getting your father to go to the priest? What are we talking about? Innocent Ekutos that you abandoned, and she got married to a wealthy merchant from Abagana.
You seem to know much about her.
Yes, I know everything that I want to know in this land. Let me shock you. She just had her second child.
Mother, you do this with so much ease.
It's become a part of me, and you know that already.
I know. And I'm wondering why you have not started doing it on a commercial level.
I have no intention of doing that. This is all fun for me, and I pray my daughter takes after me. Maybe she'll be the one to make all the money from it.
Your daughter? Which daughter? Oh, sorry, wait. You and father are planning to have another child at this age. Well, that would be fun. It would be nice to have a younger sister. So when is that happening?
Who says that daughter must come from me? Could be your daughter.
Mine? Well, that will take a long time. I mean, I'm not even married yet.
I think it's time for us to talk about it. So you are ripe already. And you lack nothing. Even your father feels the same way. I think you need to have your wife. Please.
I will be very sincere with you, Prince Soplona. Your mother asking you to get a wife is not out of place. Yes, you are of age and you have everything. Or do you lack anything?
If you're telling me the truth, then why are you not married yourself since we are aged?
Yes, you are a prince who must have children to be able to take the Oso title and then stand a chance of succeeding your father in case anything happens. I did not say that something will happen, but in case anything happens. Why are you not doing it already? Why?
The way you compound people's problems by bringing extreme interpretations into things is just the reason I hate sharing my problems with you.
Unfortunately, your father, the king, sees me as your only true friend. You know why? Because I say things the way they are.
You may have succeeded in giving father that impression, but you and I know you are not that wonderful.
Being wonderful is not the same as being straightforward. Look around the land and pick a maiden that you will present as your choice, so that your marriage will be activated. Then you will start sleeping with a woman.
It's not that easy, Uzondu. I haven't been close to any woman in years.
Maybe it is a good time. I can introduce.
No, listen. If the woman I'll get married to would come from you, then I'd rather remain single. Sorry.
You will trust me to disturb you endlessly until you make a move. Listen, my good friend. You need a wife. If you pray to the gods and they give you one, you will enjoy her all your life. You know what I mean?
You're not married yet, too.
I am not under pressure. In fact, no pressure. No pressure, you are the prince. So pressure, too many pressures is coming from left, right, center. Pressure everywhere. I'm just an ordinary man.
I humbly kneel before the sacred tree of the Akwaliomomo. Here our ancestors made prayers to you and you answered them. People of my generation have prayed to you and you have answered them. Hence my coming here to make this supplication and request. I pray that you lead me and guide me in the right path. The kola nut is sacred. Given its sacredness, I pray that you use it to guide me in the right way to go. I seek a wife, and I do not want to be guided by my human heart. Hence I have come to you. Show me the right way to go through this process and guide me in the right way. If it breaks into 3 pieces or anything below, I shall know my wife is from another kingdom. If it breaks into 4 pieces, then I would know she is from this kingdom. But if it breaks into anything more than 4 pieces, I'll go back home and rest. And know it's not yet time for me to get married. And I'll wait for another year. I am committed to this vow, Akwaliomomo. Please guide me. Beautiful maiden.
Ekutosi is my name, my prince.
Ekutosi. Such a nice name. Are you from this kingdom?
Yes, my prince. I'm from a Noji village.
Good.
My prince, what are you doing here this early? Oh, sorry to ask. I can see you came to pray.
Yes.
Nice. I should be going to the stream.
No, not yet. Ekutosi, sorry. Something bigger than the stream had just happened. Like you rightly said, I came here this early to pray to our revered Akwaliomomo to give me a wife. And just as I was on it, he gave me a sign with this kola nut. And just immediately, you, a maiden from Inoji, walked by.
What does that mean?
It can only mean one thing. That Akwaliomomo himself has sent you to me. please be my wife?
You must be joking with that.
No, I'm not joking. I'm not. I'm serious. Please be my wife and I shall make you the princess of this kingdom and you and I will live together forever.
Yes.
You will?
I'll be your wife.
Thank you. Now I am convinced that Akwali Omomo is indeed revered. Ekutasi!
Now, yeah? Can you just break it down to me? For it sounds like a fairy tale to me.
It is not. It is the truth.
Listen, I was the one that insisted you make this move. But I am very allergic to things that happen too fast.
Why are you allergic? I told you she came at the right time. I proposed and she accepted.
So Polona, we are talking about wife here. You don't just propose to anybody you meet on the road.
Did you hear me when I said I proposed and she accepted? Were you by any means listening to me?
Yes, I heard you clearly. I heard you well. But I insist that it was too fast.
Are you going to question the gods now?
Don't just twist what I'm saying by bringing the gods into this. Why do I have this feeling that you are making a mistake?
Can we continue on our way or you want me to ask someone else to accompany me?
Who else will take the honor of being the first to see your bride, if not me?
You never can tell, Uzondo. Let's be on our way. I'll change my mind about you.
You set out very early for the stream so that you could come back on time and accompany me to the farm. But you returned with an empty pot.
Papa, so you were not listening to me? Who is talking about going to the stream?
You met the prince on your way and so?
Greetings.
Oh, greetings, prince. I thought my daughter said you stopped her from going to the stream.
Papa, no, I didn't say that. You were not listening to me, Papa. It's obvious.
Well, maybe I indirectly did, because she dashed out and started running back home with an empty pot as soon as she accepted my marriage proposal.
Papa, that was what I was trying to tell you since. I met the prince in front of Akwali Omomo shrine and he asked my hand in marriage and I said yes.
And I'm wondering if I could take her straight to the palace and introduce her to the king. Father, did you even hear me?
That you proposed to a maiden and she accepted. Yes, of course, I heard you.
She's the same maiden standing beside me here. Her name is Ekutosi, the daughter of Mazimu Okolo of Enuoji. She was specially sent to me by Akwali Omomo himself.
What? You went to Akwali Omomo yourself? To do what?
I went to Akwali Omomo to seek guidance to pick a wife. And he answered me by showing me my wife instantly.
I will not comment on what you said, that you went to our own Akwali Omomo yourself. But then, you did very well bringing her here to me. You may now leave us.
She may leave now?
Yes, that's because I want to speak with you alone.
Okay, Father, but can I see her off and then come back to you?
Yes, of course.
Okay, you can start doing now, okay? Is everything all right?
Didn't you notice?
Notice what?
He doesn't like me.
Who? My father?
Yes. Your father. And he said it in so many indirect ways.
Come on, Ekutosi, how can you talk like this? My father is only just meeting you. You don't expect him to have an opinion about you already?
I'm surprised you didn't notice. It was obvious.
Listen to me. As a matter of fact, I'm the one getting married to you, not my father.
Are you sure?
Of course. You're my wife. Except there is some other man out there waiting to kick me off and have you.
No, not at all.
Alright dear, run along, okay? I'll go talk with my father, then I'll come see you at your hut later in the day.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
Okay.
Marry who you love, marry who you care for. Marry who you love, marry who you care for. Marry who you love, marry who you care for. Marry who you love.
Have you sent her home?
Yes, but I must mention I'm not happy with the reception you gave her.
Oh, I think I did not give her a good reception too. I apologize for that.
Father, is anything the problem?
I want you to end anything you started with that maiden.
Why?
You cannot marry her.
Of course I can, and I will.
No, son. You will not marry her.
Why?
She's not the one for you. I am the king, and I know the wife you need. Get it straight, and don't do anything that will provoke me.
Mother, this is unfair both to me and to Ekutosi.
Can you listen to me?
No, Mother. How can you say this? You want me to listen to Father again? Just like I've done all my life.
You owe him that as a duty, don't you think?
No, Mother, this is about me, my future. Don't I have a right to choose the woman to get married to?
Of course you do. But the fact that your father is concerned about it makes it more important.
Mother, she's from a noble family. Her father is a respected man of this kingdom.
Your father must have a good reason why he chose this particular bride for you.
A maiden I don't know? Someone I've never met all my life.
Oh, not like you've known this Ekutos all your life. Do you? Son, your father and I will never lead you astray. Never. What we see sitting, you will never see it standing on an iroko tree. Think about it.
Me, I'm not comfortable with this. I cannot hurt Ekutosi.
Yes, because she is a maiden you found by yourself and for yourself. Listen, if you insist on her, maybe your parents will give up on this one that they are suggesting.
Zondo, should I get her identity from my father so you can go check her out for me?
I will not do something. Never. Listen, don't you ever suggest that nonsense to your parents because they will rejoice. It means they broke you without you making any effort to save the innocent maiden you've just destroyed.
Destroyed?
Yes.
Zondo, be conscious of the kind of words you use. How can you say destroyed?
Because that is what I see. Listen, please, someone now. If you fail to marry Ekutos, or at least put up a fight to convince her that you loved her, then you have destroyed her. And probably she will never forgive you.
Mother, why do I have the feeling that both of you have this all planned out from the beginning?
And what do you mean from the beginning?
Recently, Mother has been on my neck as regards having a wife. Now that I've gotten one sanctioned by the gods, not only do you not approve of her, you already have one for me.
Nothing was planned out in the real sense of it. You only went out to get a wife, and I'm making it clear to you that you already have a maiden.
Who is this maiden? Do I know her? I mean, have I met her before?
You must have seen her a few times.
She's here, Your Majesty. Should I bring her in to ask her to?
Oh, bring her in immediately. A beautiful woman that any prince would desire. She's the best.
Father, are you sure I'm going to like this maiden you want to introduce to me?
Oh, of course. She's beautiful, both physically and behaviorally. You are the prince. You deserve the best. She's the best. You know you are a prince. You deserve the best. Her name is Nwamaka. She's the daughter of Okeke Mbeleba.
I humble myself before Prince Soporunna, the humble prince that listens to his father. You shall raise children that will equally listen to you.
You have not said it directly, but from your description, you are beginning to like this new maiden that they found for you.
Why are you twisting this whole issue, Uzondo? I said they presented a very beautiful maiden who has been groomed to say excellent things.
What useless excellent things have you spoken already that made you to start thinking of our abandoned Ekutose? Yeah? Soporunna, I was on my own when you came and dragged me to Ekutose's father. In my presence, you told him that you want to marry his daughter.
And I was serious about that until my father came and broke me.
Your father did not break anything, for you are the one that always allow your name to guide you in everything you do. Yeah? Listen, if you want to abandon the beautiful maiden that the gods gave you and marry the one that your father brought, then do it without getting me involved. My name is Usondo, word of life. I can never be part of that evil process.
And why are you calling this evil now?
Yes, because it is evil. I was not there when you started all this nonsense. Listen, until you finally seal that blunder, I will continue to see that Ekutose of Enuoji as your wife to be.
Uzondo, are you going to do? Uzondo!
Uzondo! Word of life! Word of life!
My grandfather once told me that I would marry a great man. So for that reason, I was convinced that you were the one when you came to me.
I'm sorry. It's not me.
I wish I could wake up and realize this is all a dream. Are you telling me that you're leaving me for real?
I want you to understand that I'm helpless here. I came to you, right? You should know I'm not doing this on my own.
What have I done wrong? Why is the king against me?
He's not against you. Do not say that.
There should be a reason he doesn't want us to get married. Please tell me one. I have told few of our friends about us.
This is not about you. You have done nothing wrong. Maybe knowing that it hurts me to let you go will give you some comfort. I pray that you find a man who would treat you right. I'm sorry.
Ekutos is married and has children. Why did you keep that from me?
I don't understand. Why should I discuss another man's wife with anyone, let alone you?
Yes, she's another man's wife now, but don't forget that one was going to be my wife. Don't tell me you've forgotten that.
I forgot nothing. For everything that happened is still very fresh in my mind. You were going to marry her, but it never happened because you refused to listen to me. Have you forgotten all that I said to you then?
That still doesn't change the fact that she was going to be my wife. She was my choice. The choice Akwalemu made for me.
My prince, please, with all due respect, can we talk about something else now?
Why? You think this is not worth discussing?
Of course! Why should we be discussing this? You proposed to Educative and few days later you called it off and married Wamaka. And your marriage has been blissful.
Blissful?
Yes! He rejected the choice of Akwalemu and got married to the choice of his father. Why involve me now?
If you had allowed me to marry the lady Akwalemu chose for me, maybe by now I would have been a father of 2 children.
Sopuruna, don't talk to your father like that. Have you lost your sense of respect?
Mother, is that not what I've been doing all my life? Living out my name, respecting father and doing exactly as he has said. Where has that gotten me? Where has that led me to? What have I achieved with that?
Where is this coming from? Is this still about you not having a child with your wife?
I saw her today. She's happily married and has 2 children for her husband. I'm sure both of you know I'm talking about Ekutosi. The maiden the gods chose for me.
What's going on here? You accepted my choice of a wife for you, happily. You even confessed severally that you love her. So, where is this coming from?
Because the moment I saw her, it dawned on me that maybe I'm going through this because the gods do not approve of the woman I got married to. Or maybe because I left the woman they chose for me. After giving her hopes. And I have you to blame for this, father. You and you alone.
Soboro, when I chose Wamaka for you, I chose the best for you, my son.
You chose what's best for you. Everything you have always done is in your interest. Thank you, father.
Sopuruna. Sopuruna. For the years I've watched you grow into a man that you are now, I have never seen you like this. And I must confess, I am thoroughly disappointed in you.
It doesn't matter anymore, mother. I'm even disappointed in myself for allowing father to live my whole life for me. I'm disappointed at the man I have become. Can I even call myself a man, having let him live my life for me?
Will you stop sounding like that, son? It is not true. Nobody is living your life for you. We are only guiding you. That's what parents do for their children.
That is no guidance, mother. That is imposition. Everything father has always done is wanting me to do his bidding. That is it. I probably would have been the father of those 2 children Ekutos have now if you had allowed me to marry the maiden the gods chose for me.
She's been a good woman. She doesn't deserve all this.
Mother, do not bring sentiment into this, but this has absolutely nothing to do with Wamaka.
Your father made a choice for you. And you think it's not right, so how do you think that makes her feel?
Is anybody concerned about how I feel? Why are you all concerned about how every other person feels but me? Do you know what I go through? Do you know what it means to be married for 5 years without a child? Do you? And all this could have been avoided if you had allowed me marry the maiden the gods chose for me. But no, you wouldn't let me.
Cho bonye
to know about her today. Why? What have I done wrong? I don't deserve this. Father, I don't deserve this. Why can't I have my own children? Why? Even if it's one child. Father, I do not deserve this.
Yes, you don't deserve it, but just come and tell you something. It's okay.
Lolo, I do not understand you. Are you saying you have no idea of where your son is?
Igwe, I do not have an idea. Oh. But despite my worries, I am certain nothing bad will happen to him.
Anyway, Soporo is just being a child. He will come around, I'm sure.
That he's being a child doesn't mean we should wave off his worries as being childish.
What worries? That the maiden he blindly proposed to is already married and has 2 children? What has that got to do with anything?
Igwe, in as much as I do not approve of the way he spoke to you, he made some thought-provoking points.
Unfortunately, I did not pick any of those points.
Okay. What if the gods are angry with him? Igwe, what if the gods do not approve of his marriage to Amaka?
Why are you foolishly playing the assumption game with the gods?
I'm only trying to make some key statements here.
Oh, really?
And I'm trying to ask my husband some questions to ponder. Okay, Igwe. What if Akwali Omomo led him to that maiden after his prayers for a purpose? What if your approval for him to marry Amaka? What if it was disapproved by the gods? Are you sure that's why they've not agreed to give him children? Are you? Please think about it.
Seriously, my princess, you're confusing us, or maybe me, with all those questions. It was reported that you were sighted crying and running down the road. Finally, we gathered you back to your father's compound, and that's why we are here. What happened?
Did any of you know about the maiden the prince was supposed to marry?
What are you talking about?
Did any of you know that the prince was engaged to another maiden before the king forced him to marry me?
What? The king forced him to marry you? How is that possible? The prince loves you so much. Everybody knows he adores you.
Exactly.
How can you say he was forced to marry you? He never gave that impression to anybody.
I learned that her name is Ekutus, the daughter of Mazi Nwokolo. She's from Enuoji village. She is now married with 2 children. And she might be the reason I am unable to conceive. Is there a chance that any of you knows her?
No.
Ugezu, my daughter has been with me since she left this palace. And I am surprised the prince has not come to look for her.
Okay, Kembeleba. Even the prince himself, we need someone to look for him. He left the palace since morning and he has not been back.
Ugezu, What is happening? What is going on?
My son practically blames me for his childlessness.
Blames you? How? What has conception got to do with you?
If your daughter finds peace in your heart, let her stay there for a while. She deserves peace.
She made mention of a certain maiden who the prince proposed to before she married him.
Oh, there was nothing like that. She shouldn't bother herself.
But she is. I think the major reason my daughter is broken is because it came to her as a shock. I must confess, I am as shocked as she is because nobody ever mentioned to me that the prince was engaged to any maiden.
Well, it wasn't mentioned to you because there was nothing like that.
Nothing like that?
I mean, my son stepped out one morning and saw a woman he was seeing for the very first time. And then he asked her to marry him and then brought her to me. And I immediately refused.
What if things are not as simple as you just explained to me?
What do you mean?
Honestly, I wouldn't say I know what I mean. But as this issue of a maiden has come up and is generating such a level of confusion, I suggest we look at it very closely.
And why are you even looking at us as if you don't know what we are saying? Undo it!
Undo what? Do not give us that. Undo it. Undo whatever it is you did to Wamaka and the prince that has stopped them from having their own children. Undo it! What?
I know how it feels to be dumped. Especially if the man is someone like Prince Soporana. What? Did you have to go this far? To stop your fellow man from having the joy of motherhood?
I don't know what you're talking about, please.
From what I know now, whatever you had with the prince did not last more than 2 days before he died a natural death. Why are you still living with it when the crown already ended it?
Sincerely, my dear, you are not making any sense to me.
Whatever you did is now in the open. You tied my womb so that you could punish the prince for not marrying you. Deny it. Can you deny it?
I tied your womb? Can you hear yourself? How can anyone do that?
We are not interested in how you did it. Just undo it. You had no other reason than sheer wickedness. Hi!
Sheer wickedness, you say? And what do you call it? When a man asks you to marry him, and just about the time you're trying to be happy, he calls it off. Not because it's any fault of yours, but because he feels he has found himself a better woman. What do you call that? Do you call that sheer kindness?
Oh. You are not denying this.
You may need to look elsewhere for the solution to your problem. As for me, I've got 2 kids to take care of, and that makes me a very busy woman. Before you came, I was on my way to my husband's house.
Hey! Is this witchcraft?
Listen, Wamaka, we are your friends. We should be the ones to advise you in times like this. No matter what happened at the palace, you are still the princess. We are insisting you go back there.
Right.
Don't see it as if I'm being disobedient to my friends. But I cannot go back.
Why?
I left that palace in anger. I was consumed by agony. None of them, not even the prince, has come for me. Is that not enough proof that I am no longer wanted there?
Listen, I am sure the prince is as hurt and confused as you are. So let's not blame him.
That is still not enough reason for me to go back.
So what about the new development about Ekotosi? Are you going to handle that being here?
Look, this is a very serious matter and the king should know about it. So maybe you'll be more comfortable to believe that you're only going back to the palace to review her confession so the king can handle it appropriately.
She did not exactly confess.
And she did not exactly deny, right?
Greetings, mother.
Greetings, son. Have you been in there or you just came back?
I've been indoors, sleeping.
We were worried you left the palace as well.
What do you mean as well?
Amaka left since morning. She's not yet back.
She left to where?
She left for her father's house. Her father sent for her. She's not yet back.
Why?
So you were being so insensitive with her. Said she was broken, so she had to leave.
Mother, I did not ask her to leave. Maybe she needs some time alone.
You see? You're still being insensitive. Please, go to her father's house and bring her back and everything will be sorted out. Okay?
I asked father to go to Onyaka Adiocha. From Mbanugo the sea, I revealed to my friend already that he's the only solution to this problem.
Are you serious?
Yes. Did he do that? No. Nobody wants to do as little as anything I said.
Son, please, do not allow your wife pass the night at her father's place. Go and bring her back and everything will be sorted out. Meanwhile, I shall talk to your father. Okay? Please, go and bring her back, okay?
No matter how hard I try, they must always find a way to weaken me and get me do their bidding. Is it too late for me to reject this name they gave me?
I'm sorry, that was too insensitive, right?
Yes, you were insensitive.
If you were in my shoes, you would do the same thing.
If I were in your shoes, you say? Do you think you feel the pain of our childlessness more than I do?
I had a lot going on in my head at that time. I mean, I thought about how all these problems would have been avoided if only...
If you married her, right? Why did you keep it away from me?
Because it had absolutely nothing to do with you. It would have done you no good. Moreover, it was not a long relationship. The only thing that bothers me is that I believe in the gods. In fact, let's not discuss this.
Why? You think it's not important? You believe that the gods approved of your marriage to her and disapproved of ours?
The reason I came here is to take my wife home. We'll discuss that at the palace. Please come, let's go.
I can't go with you. My father isn't around. I can't leave without telling him.
It's not like you told your husband before leaving the house. Please, let's wait.
No, that will not be done.
But father, she confessed to it with her mouth. We need to follow this up.
Son, you were not even there. How do you know that she confessed to anything?
My wife was there. She said it to her face. Amaka. Why are you not talking now?
She did not confess actually.
You see your life. Son, you're going to be made king someday. You have to learn how to comport yourself as a man.
But she did not deny it either. We confronted her and she was just looking. It is said that when a person elects to keep silent when accused, it means he or she has accepted what was said already.
Wow, Amaka. Not in all cases, you shouldn't have gone to her. It was very wrong.
Oh Lord, this woman is the cause of my childlessness, and you think I should not have gone to her?
Stop saying that. How do you know she's the cause of anything? You didn't even know this woman existed before now.
That is why I am insisting that we'll hearken to the advice given by Mbanugo of Aguleri. Father, you are the head of principalities and powers in this kingdom. It will cost you nothing to consult this man.
Please stop sounding as if you are the one who makes decisions for the king. You've made your point. You sent your mother to me to discuss the same issue. I am the king and I will do something. I don't have to announce to everybody what I want to do. Please, I need everyone to remain calm. And then nobody confronts anybody on this issue anymore until we are sure of what we are dealing with.
Under normal circumstances, I am not supposed to be speaking with you. For the ministration I gave you before has not been pursued.
That's because the king has refused to go and consult the man. He has his reasons and I am not in the position to know his reasons.
As he has decided not to make a move and stop the problem that is preventing his son's wife from conceiving, I, Mbanugo, the I that sees tomorrow, has equally opted not to say a word.
Please, Mbanugo, the beautiful woman of the gods, the beautiful queen of Aguleri, the one whose beauty has made nonsense of the mermaid. You are the eyes that sees tomorrow. But even the dreaded Isato masquerade that all women avoid come to hear from you. I came all the way from Inuago because I believe that you are the greatest. Please, do not leave me empty-handed.
I love the way you speak. You can get the best out of any woman.
Actually, I don't like women. I am a man that says things the way they are, and in specific terms, women avoid me. I am free with you because you are different. Please, talk to me on the mission that brought me here.
The one called Ekutosi has nothing to do with the problem your friend's wife is facing. The problem is buried only where the eyes of the priest could reach. Whoever that is accusing Ekutosi is accusing her for nothing. That is all I have to say.
Are you going to let all this pass?
She did not say so.
But that's what I understood.
The king has promised to handle it. I will leave it to him.
What is he going to do? Appease her? Wamaka. Men dump women every day. Men themselves get dumped. Both of you know how Ndukwe dumped me for that Oriri meeting. They are both married and have a child. Obviously, I did not destroy her womb. So that maiden has no reason whatever to do what she did to you. That's my point.
Are you saying she destroyed my womb?
I am not saying emphatically that she destroyed your womb, but it's close to that. So that's what I'm...
Adana, you talk too much. The issue is complex and very complicated. You need to learn to be sensitive with your utterances. Wamaka, you have to trust the king if he has promised to handle this. And be sure I'll always be here for you. Oh?
Me too. Whatever you choose to do with her, make friends with her, ignore her, fight her, I'll be here with you. Do you know why? Because you're my friend.
So cheer up. Oh? Wow! Cheer up, yeah?
The wife of the prince has not been able to conceive since 5 years of marriage. The king is worried. The king has been having sleepless nights. And for the very first time, the king has appeared before the deity of our land to ask questions relating to this issue. What will I answer?
There is nothing I have not done to solve this very disturbing problem. I'm here actually because Mbanugo of Aguleri confirmed to Uzondo, my son's friend, that you are the one to lead us to the solution. If not that the beautiful woman spoke, I would never have known that you would be able to have any solutions to this problem concerning fertility and conception in women.
As His Royal Majesty, Eze Mpagana Joseph Enuago, what really have you done to solve this problem?
Ubuefi, I have done a lot already.
We must find the answer. Do whatever. Let the womb bring forth life.
Come on, drink up.
It doesn't taste good at all.
Oh, nobody said it would taste as good as Oto. This is medicine, and medicines don't taste good in the mouth. Drink up, come on.
Father, she's been on this for long. How much longer is it going to take?
Gwangwa will answer that question, not me. Go ahead, drink up. The great Ngwangwa, the powerful woman of Akeizi. What are you implying?
I am trying as much as I can to speak plainly, my king.
You had them on those herbal mixtures for so long. Now you're saying that those herbal mixtures are nothing, isn't it?
Not in the sense you understand it.
Then I need you to explain the situation to me.
My king, I already said Prince Sopru is okay and can comfortably father a child. And I did not say otherwise about his wife.
Yet you had her on those herbal mixtures. Are you not confusing me now?
The medication is simply to boost her reproductive chances. Something that helps a woman to produce more eggs. It does not mean something is wrong with the woman.
I want to be sincere with you, Ngwangwa. You are confusing the king.
Okay, my king. Let me speak in clear terms. Prince Sopru and his wife are okay and can comfortably have their own children.
Ngwangwa, come on. I'm sure you are just saying this to console me. And for someone at your level, it is not good.
My king, I do not joke with issues concerning my gift from the gods. And even if I do, I would never try that with you, my king.
But these people have been married for years. If what you're saying is true, why are they yet without their own child?
The good news remains that Prince Sopru and his wife are okay and will have their own children. It is now left for the gods to decide when and how that will happen.
It's been 1 year now since Ngwangwa confirmed it.
If the innocent Mbanugo of Aguleri did not ask you to come to me, you would have been wallowing in darkness, moving from pillar to post. What an irony.
Please do not hold it against me, Ugezu. You know me very well. I do not like to disturb people with my personal problems. Ugezu, I am beginning to think that the woman I got for my son to marry may have been cursed.
From the deepest part of your heart as the king, do you really believe she is cursed?
I don't want to believe so. Two things really make me unable to believe otherwise. Ngwangwa is a great woman and she's the best when it comes to helping women take in and deliver their young. Whenever she says all is well with a woman, I believe that truly all is well with the said woman.
I agree with you completely. Gwangwa is such a powerful woman, and I readily give it to her.
Then again, Obuefi, there's something I really want to know. Ekutosi, the maiden that my son wanted to marry before I forced him to marry Nwamaka, does she have anything to do with what is happening?
So many things are coming up here, but they are not yet clear to me. I would ask you to go home. They will be clear to me soon. And as soon as they become clear to me, I, Ugezu will make some emphatic statements. In the meantime, there is nothing like Ekutos here.
Remember me, don't you?
Did you say anything to me?
I was with Princess Nwamaka the other day. I am wondering, are you not supposed to be married to the merchant of Abaga? What do you always do in Enuagu?
Am I supposed to answer that?
I am worried for you. Worried. I don't know if that is the right word to use. But I feel you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I am not surprised. You are jobless, are you not? Is that not why you follow your princess around the kingdom? Is that not also why you go around the kingdom looking for who has left her husband's house or not?
You have nerves, don't you? And you think you can talk to anybody the way you want?
No! I'm learning from you, actually. Do you know me? No. And you think you can just walk up to me with your princess to talk to me? And even stop me on the road too?
Let me tell you something, my dear. What is coming for you is massive. See, you can practice your witchcraft anywhere and go free. But not with people that are connected with royalty.
Thank you for reminding me. You know, I could make you my next target. Since you are not connected with royalty. What do you think? My 2 children are waiting for me. I shouldn't be wasting their time talking to an empty barrel like you.
It's a trying moment. And both of you should know better to let it get at you.
Since marriage is always rosy.
Lolo, don't you think my husband should have told me about that meeting?
Aren't we done talking about that?
Not when she's the reason I'm unable to bear children.
Why
do you keep saying this as though it has been confirmed?
I looked her in the eyes and she did not deny any of those questions.
The king has gone to consult Ugezu Adiocha. And I'm sure he's coming back with good news.
We can confirm that now.
Greetings, Father. Welcome. Did he come up with any vital information?
Nothing for now. The priest has asked for more time to do proper consultation on the issue.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
I do hope so. But while we wait for that, can I have my family together once again? Can we at least remain as one family and live in peace? Can I get that?
Father, I have already apologized for my behavior. Thank you for going to consult the priest on my behalf.
You're welcome.
Wamaka, I almost urinated on my body today. See that Ekutos? That woman is a confirmed witch. And she's proud of it.
Why did you confront her? You should not have.
Enokwa. She tied my best friend's womb. And you think the best thing for me to do is to walk past her when I see her on the road? Wamaka, you thought I was joking when I said I was going to fight her for you, if that's what it would take.
And I cannot remember telling you that it is time to fight.
What is happening? Wamaka, I'm asking because this was not the same tone you used the last time we talked about this.
Jenny, you must be very forgetful. Listen, Adana. We cannot do anything to that maiden. I told you this the last time. The king and the high priest are consulting on the way forward.
Say again. The king is going to give that woman, that witch, the honor of consulting a priest because of her. That is humility if you ask me.
And nothing, Adana. Please stop. I appreciate your concern on this matter. But honestly, I would prefer you stay away if you cannot help me positively.
Wamaka, are you trying to say that I have not been helping you positively? Adana,
I have left everything to the king. But if you think that it is not wise for me to do so, then you are not helping me positively.
Me, Adana, a negative influence. Uju,
huh?
Is that also how you see me?
Adana, is it not you again? I'm sure she didn't mean it exactly how you put it.
Are you also calling me a liar?
No. I mean, it's just...
Why is everyone suddenly turning against me? All these years, I have done nothing but follow Wamaka around. Helping her. Serving her. And also fighting for her when necessary. And now all she could say about me is that I am not making any positive impact in her life. Okay.
Adana, Wamaka is passing through so much right now. I'm sure she didn't mean it like it sounded. Even though I wasn't there to know exactly how it sounded. But I'm only judging from the fact that I know and understand both of you so well.
Ujuma, I am even embellishing it. She sounded even worse. But I cannot believe that after all the years I spent with her, this is what she says to me. I even lost a man who is not comfortable that I was walking around with Wamaka. Now, see how I'm getting paid.
Adana, why do you like so much drama? Why? You lost a man. Really? By man, I don't want to believe you're talking about Arinze. Because you and I know you were planning to dump Arinze way before he started complaining about you spending too much time with Nwamaka.
So, at least one man voiced out. There could be other men who have not been able to come close to me because they are not comfortable that I was walking around with Nwamaka. Have you thought about that?
Okay. I apologize on her behalf. Oh, I'm sure she'll do the same as soon as she realizes how bad you feel. But in the meantime, can you make yourself useful by helping me out with this?
I know how to make myself useful.
Oh, yeah?
This is a very serious issue. Don't you think so?
No. I think it is very amusing.
Amusing, you said? This is a very heavy accusation by the royal family at that.
Yes. A royal family, right? And that makes them special. That also makes them to hurt a woman's feeling and then turn around and make some silly accusations against her, right?
Why do I still have this feeling that you're still hurt over the incident that took place between you and the prince?
No, not at all. Don't get me wrong. I love you. My husband. I'm happy we share our lives. But it does not change the fact that I'm still hurting by what the prince and the father did to me. They humiliated me for no just cause.
I want to ask you a very straight question. And I'll be so glad if you can give me a very straight answer. Did you do anything to them out of anger?
No, not at all. And I can swear before any deity, I never prayed a negative prayer for anybody. Not at all.
Then stop going to Nuago.
My father needs me. He is sick.
Yes, I know your father is sick. I'll look for a way to take care of him. But I need you around. I need you to stay close to me so I could take care of you.
Igwe, I saw the messenger of the oracle leaving. Did he bring any message from the priest?
That's the only reason the messenger will ever visit anyone, isn't it? To deliver messages from the priest.
Is this the right time for us to talk about it?
Oh, Lolo, you should know better. That the messenger does not deliver messages from the oracle. And the priest doesn't give it to him. The priest comes himself to deliver the messages.
So, has he asked you to come and see him?
Oh, yes. And strangely too. He has asked me to come with Okeke Mbireba.
Okeke Gine? Nwamaka's father or another Okeke Mbireba that I don't know?
The same Okeke Mbireba you know. I cannot help but worry what the message is that will require me to come with him.
Don't get worked up, please.
I am not getting worked up. The priest has finally sent his message, and all he could say is that my father should come with the king. I don't understand that. That is what I'm thinking about and not...
And I'm telling you that you're a woman. A woman should not concern herself with that. We are women and must only concern ourselves with things that concern us.
And what is that which concerns us? That will stop me from thinking of the problems I'm having with my husband?
Nwamaka, We've been friends for long. You, Adana and myself, we all have our flaws. But we've always tried being there for one another all these years.
Ujunwa, where is this coming from?
Well, Adana has her flaws. But you telling her she influences you negatively was mean if you ask me. Huh.
I get this now. She came whining to you because I told her off when she insisted I fight with Equitus.
I don't know what transpired between both of you, but she is hurt. Very hurt. And listen, I may not say this in front of her, but you and I know Adana can take bullets for you. Yes.
Ujunwa, please. I did nothing wrong to Adana. Like you already know, I have serious issues I'm battling with. And this is the least of them.
I don't understand. What has this got to do with me?
Great one, please can you make it plain to us?
I am already hitting the nail on the head by doing what Banugo asked me to do for you people. Leading you to the cause of the problem and profiling solution.
Are you saying I am the reason my daughter is unable to conceive? I don't see how.
Great one. One thing I can confirm to you is that Okekembeleba here is my very close friend. We've been friends for several years, even before my prince married his daughter. In fact, it was our relationship that informed my decision to allow the prince marry his daughter. So I can tell you for certitude that Okekembeleba here will not hurt anyone, let alone his own daughter.
May you live long.
You cannot hurt anyone, let alone your daughter. But you can hurt another for her sake. Isn't it?
You and I know it that every good father owes it as a duty to protect his children.
Indeed. Can you remember how you tried to save your only daughter from a particular dreaded native doctor when she was 7? The dreaded native doctor, the money lender that never disappointed. Can you recall your encounter with him so many years ago? Immediately after the evil flood. Can you remember?
Okay, Kembuleba, in Nosekwale, are you still here? Did you hear his questions?
Nine. Calm down and tell me how this happened.
What else do you want to hear?
Tell me how it happened.
The flood got to our farmlands, destroyed everything. Not even Mkuruji was saved. How else do you want me to say it to you?
How is it possible? How
I
is
cannot
that
answer that question now.
Nai, should I come with you?
I'll leave Mamaka with who?
Calm down now.
Namaka, stay at home. I have called some boys to go with me. I just came to inform you. Hey! Someone is definitely after me. Someone is after me. It is obvious.
Don't say that, my husband. Please, don't say so. Nobody's after you.
No one's after me?
Yes.
Then how can you explain the fact that my farms are the only ones that got flooded? How?
Other people's farms got flooded. The problem is that our own is the largest.
Who did I offend? Hey. Who did I offend? Who did I offend? My farms.
My husband, please. There must be something that the gods are about showing us. Please, let us not break down. I beg you.
The gods?
Yes.
About to show us?
I am telling you.
By destroying my whole farms?
Hey, calm down. It might not be now. Please. Because, yeah.
Okay, Kemboliba. I heard about the unfortunate incident that befell you. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
I lost everything. Everything.
You mean you were not able to salvage anything at all from that entire farm?
I would not have been here to see you if I was able to harvest anything from the farm.
Okay, Kemboliba. My name is Ezela Bonwadiobu. That benevolent one who is always ready and willing to assist our people. The problem though is that some of our people believe my interest rate is high. But they will always come back. The same people that complain will always come back for that same loan because they have realized on their own that they cannot do without Ezela Bonwadiobu. They cannot do without me.
Please, I am not asking for this loan to go do anything luxurious for myself. I am asking for it so that when others are planting this season, I can plant alongside them. At least by that my family will not start.
Hey, but I have not told you I will not give you the money. Or have I said anything like that?
You have not said that. I am just pleading that you be lenient enough with the interest.
Well, I am not going to start discussing interest when you have not told me exactly how much you want me to give you.
Nai. Yeah. I will be very quick to say that I'm not in support of this. Don't give me that look. After all, I've not said anything wrong.
You are not in support of our survival, okay?
I am, and I've always supported you. Since the ugly flood destroyed our farmlands. But if that has to do with Nwadiobu, just count me off. Count me off it.
Let me ask you. How do we get yam seedlings without money? Remember, we lost everything and we are starting from the scratch.
Must it have to be him? Must it have to be him? I mean, is there no one else you can borrow this loan from aside from him?
I think you are correct. Maybe we have to go to your father to get the money. At least he'll be very happy to help his only daughter. Look, let me tell you. This is not up for argument. Ezelo Nwadiobu is the only person in this kingdom that gives loan generously. Nania.
And no one else in this kingdom is as greedy as him. He is not only diabolical, he is selfish, he is insensitive. Above all, he is a troublemaker. Are you sure you are ready for his troubles?
Namaka.
Nine.
I knew about his troubles before I went to him for the loan. And I am ready to avoid all his troubles. However, Thank you for reminding me. Meanwhile, we need that money and we must get it from him.
Okay, Gamboleba. Here we go. Just like you requested. 2 bags of money for the planting season.
More? Do I need to tell you that you have just saved lives by this?
But that is what Ezela Bonwadiobu does. Save lives. I am in the habit of saving lives. You may go ahead and count the money if it's complete.
No. There won't be any need for that. I trust you.
And I trust you equally. Okay, Kemboliba? I trust you equally to stick to the terms of the loan agreement.
Ezelabo, I may surprise you by bringing this loan and the interest back even before the set time.
Really?
Yes.
I am not looking forward to that because I don't want to make it difficult for you. But if you do what you just said, bring the money back and the interest before the time, I will respect you the more. I will know you are a mighty man of valor who is qualified to even receive more money from me. I wish you success. I wish you success again.
Amen.
And I wish you more success.
He said, May the gods bless and keep you.
He said. I wish you success. Who's the one? It's the one.
Just like we agreed, and earlier as well.
When I walked past one of your farms at the beginning of the season, I knew then that the gods of this land have blessed you. That you will come earlier than we agreed. I saw it coming, and I'm happy you did exactly that.
The gods smiled at me. In fact, they gave me 100 folds of what I lost to the flood.
I'm happy for you. Okay, my good friend. These 2 bags, they are the ones I give you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And this is the interest.
Well, I don't need this.
Are you saying there's no interest to be paid anymore?
No, there is interest to be paid. What I am saying is that the interest must not have to be money. As you can see, Ezelabo Nwadiobu is doing so well for himself as far as money is concerned. I don't need any money from anybody. I have other needs.
You want me to pay your interest in another way?
Well, it's in a way you can actually handle. I need to take another wife. And that is the interest you have to pay me for the loan I gave you.
Another wife? How am I supposed to do that?
I need you to give me your daughter as a wife. That is the interest I want you to pay for the loan I gave you.
My daughter?
Yes.
Maybe you have forgotten that I have just one daughter now and that she is 7 years old.
That means I am right. With information at my disposal. I want you to give me your 7-year-old daughter as a wife. It's not that she has to start living with me now. No. I am prepared to wait for her to grow into a woman and come and assume position as my wife. But she has to be betrothed to me.
Did I not say it? I said it. as if I saw it coming. I insisted you must not take that loan from him. You see it?
That loan was our only option then. It was.
There could have been other options. If you, as little as you have allowed me to speak further. Huh?
How am I supposed that he was going to ask for such an impossibility?
Did anybody tell you that he changed? He is known for that. He is known for being mean to his debtors. Now say it. And you know that. You know it.
I equally knew that some of his debtors tried to play a fast one on him by going contrary to the terms of the loans. I tried as much as I could to make sure I meet up with everything he demanded. And I did.
It's even mad. Now he wants our daughter. Our young daughter.
Let me tell you. I rather go and sleep with him by Jacob or hang myself than give my daughter to him.
Do not be in a hurry to swear on your miserable life. Okay, Kimberly. Muki the bag angry. Not power.
Are you equally thinking of taking my wife too? Are you?
Your wife is not my type. By my demand, you should have known that yourself.
Ugezu, I will never give my daughter to you. I think I made it clear before I left your hut.
I counted the money when you left my hut and I discovered both bags are halfway incomplete.
That is impossible. Ugezu, that is impossible. My wife and I spent time counting the money and we made sure it was complete.
And I'm telling you now that both of you, we are wrong. Listen to me. You still owe me one bag of money and the interest. I came to inform you.
Ugezu, I don't know what you are driving at, but
there is no but. I am telling you now, you owe me one bag of money and the interest. That is what you owe me. Don't provoke me, because if you force me to show you myself, you will run away from this kingdom. But we can solve this problem. Very simple. Give me your daughter as my wife, and I shall forget everything about money. Okay? Listen to me. I came with the money for us to recount it. If you believe they are complete, let's begin to recount.
I did not see this coming. I didn't.
Ugezu has always been mean. But no one would have thought he would make such a demand. Ugezu, I know, never gives up.
I know the money I gave him was complete, but he removed some just to intensify his point.
He does that always. He has his way of complicating issues. I would have stopped you from going to him. But then we have no better option.
I am going to run around and get the extra bag for him.
But that is not what he is demanding. Is it?
I need you to do me a favor when I might have gotten the money. Will you?
I don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
What are you scared of? That he will cripple you with his charms? Is it?
Okay, not that. You know I've been avoiding this man all my life. And now you are dragging me to his hut.
Look, I am sorry. If I have any other reliable friend, I would not have called you. Besides, you don't have to do anything. Just be there as my witness. That's all.
As if a witness can ever stop Ugezu, who is carrying out his evil on his debtors.
It can go a long way. Please, let us move faster before he goes into his shrine. Greetings, Ezela Bomadiubu. I greet once again, Ezela Bomadiubu. Last 2 farming seasons, my farms were destroyed by floods, and so I lost everything I planted. Last farming season, I came to you for a loan of 2 bags of money, which you gave to me, and we had an agreement that I was going to pay back with half bag as an interest. Last Oko Market Day, I came here with both the capital and the interest. You took the capital, rejecting the interest. Instead, you demanded for my daughter as interest.
What is the meaning of this thing you are just doing here? Okay, Kimberly, but what is the meaning of this nonsense? Telling me stories. Who has time for this?
Let me make it short, Ezeluabo. You returned the capital I brought back to you, saying it was short by half. I have been able to make it up. That is it. This is the interest. I made it full bag instead of half. Please, let us leave the agreement as it was originally.
There is something I want to get. Why are you finding it difficult releasing your daughter to me? Is there any man in this land who is more qualified than myself to marry your daughter? Look around. I am very popular in this land and even beyond. And I am very worthy too.
And evil, always add that. Evil man.
What did you just say?
Did I say anything?
No.
I was only listening to my friend who has been making a very good presentation since we arrived.
I practically borrowed money from other sources to avert this problem because I know you are mightier than me. I don't want your troubles. I beg you in the name of the gods.
Do not bring the gods into this, for I know the gods more than you do. And there is no way they will rise in your defense, because this has got nothing to do with them. This is strictly between you and I. And why did you bring this fool with you? Okay, Gamboleba, take these miserable bags of money out of my compound. I don't need them. I already told you what I want. You must get your daughter to be my wife. I never wanted this to get to this extent, but you have pushed me. Now I am giving you 3 nights. 3 nights from this night for you to arrange your daughter to be betrothed to me. If you fail to do this, okay, Kemboleba, I am going to expose you to something that is mightier than money. I will show you something that is deeper than Ezelabo. What you do? Take these bags of money. Leave my compound. Leave!
We should take this to the king.
And what would the king do?
Of course, he's your friend, and he should be able to help you.
As if you don't know that even the king dreads Ezeluabo Madiobu. Nobody challenges him in this kingdom. He does whatever he likes and nobody questions him.
Hi. Why did you end up like this? Why did we end up like this? Ghosts of our land. Where are you? Are you there watching this wickedness and intimidation? Why can't you intervene for us?
Okay, my very good friend. I always knew you will come around.
Yes.
Because actually I have not made a terrible request of you.
Not at all. Honestly, I have taken time to think over this issue.
Yeah.
I said to myself, in the hands of somebody like Ezelu Abomadiogbu, my daughter will have a good life. After all, age is a number.
Exactly.
It's nothing.
Age is a very useless concept. It does not count in marriage.
Yes.
What counts in marriage is happiness.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what I intend to give to your daughter.
I hope the gods keep me alive to witness that.
Why not? They will keep us alive. I am so happy you came. Because of this your visit, I am going to surprise you this night. Okay. Please, just come and sit down. Let me get us something to drink. Get up!
In your next life, don't ever be this callous, wicked and insensitive.
Man, how did it happen?
It's all over. Where's our daughter?
You send her asleep.
Get me water. Let me wash my hands. He pushed me to the wall. He pushed me to the wall. He does not deserve to live.
Hey! It is all over! It is all over! Hey! Okay, Kembuleba, my friend. It is all over! Hey! Okay, Kembuleba. It is all over! Hey! It is all over! Hey! The wicked has finally died the kind of death it deserved! Okay, Kembuleba! My friend, where are you?
Ndoka. Huh? What is it?
Hey!
Why are you shouting my name like that?
It is all over! Your team must be alive! Hey!
What happened?
Hey! The enemy that tormented our people, the same enemy that wanted to snatch away your daughter from you, is gone. He's gone.
Wait, Ndoka. Are you talking about Ezelu Abomadi?
Yes, of course. He was found dead in front of his hut this morning. Yes.
Found dead?
Yes.
How?
A Mesbia who has been working on his farm since this farming season, just because of a loan payment that was given to him. You know, Ugezu, as usual, went against the terms and agreement. This man toil and from morning till night.
Hello,
yes.
Ndoka, I know about all this, but what has it got to do with Ezelu Abomadi and what you just said about him?
So this morning, the young man went to his house to report before going to the farm. Only to find the huge Iroko lying dead in front of his hut. He must have been killed last night because his blood is congealed and dark.
Hi. This sounds unreal.
Everyone is there, rejoicing that the wicked one is finally gone.
Who must have killed him? Does anyone have an idea?
You are the only one thinking in that direction. Everyone knows in this village that Ugezu is so wicked that no one can kill. It was believed that he was killed by the forces that took pity on those that he kept tormenting. Okay, come and see him. How he was looking helplessly on the ground. Come! I said it. The evil one will not go unpunished. Huh? Hey! The evil one will not go unpunished. Anago. He is dead and gone. Ah! Hey! Hey!
Everybody was happy he died. Especially his debtors whose lives he made miserable. I donated the interest he refused to collect towards his burial. I paid okay money with a perform at his funeral. That way I felt less guilty. Makana tuna jikbana mande mo.
Ha! So it was you. You killed Izeluabo Wajubu. Hey, who else knows about this?
My late wife. She died with a secret.
Okay, Kembeleba. You of all people should have known that no matter how evil a man is, as long as he has not killed anybody, he does not deserve to be killed. How could you have dented your own hands with the blood of a character as deadly as it is Izeluabo?
Onyeze, it was a very tough decision. But I had to do something to save my daughter. And even every other one he tormented got freed from him.
You can only say those things that your physical eyes can perceive. You have no right whatsoever to delve into the spiritual realm.
Great one. Please, what has this got to do with the condition of my daughter-in-law?
Everything.
No.
Yes, everything. Your son's wife is unable to conceive. Because at that time, Izelabo was struggling with death. He placed a curse in her innocent womb with all the charms he acquired from Olu.
Izelabo, an evil man that kept no friend. Why are you doing this to me?
May your eyes be open to the revelations of the gods.
If I cannot have her, then nobody can have her. As I'm on this last moment of my life, so shall she, and whoever marries her mourn their perpetual childlessness. Okay, Kembaliba. Namono Nezinatu. The memory of Ezeluabo Wadiobu shall live with you forever.
Ezeluabo Wadiobu, Ugezu Kalilin Nuozu, was a man that buried his soul into compromised forces that have nothing good to do with any man. The rope around his waist was a combination of a whole lot of things. With that charm, he inflicted a curse on the innocent child whom he already called his wife. That curse is what the young woman is battling with.
Great one. This is very confusing. How do we solve this problem?
This problem is so deep, I must admit. But there are options that could lead to solutions. Are you ready for the options?
Tell us what we must do. We want to solve this problem. We're ready for anything.
Growing up as a child, you have remained my father's only friend.
Exactly. Okay, Kembeleba is my friend. No matter what happens, he will continue to be my friend.
Ichenduka, I need an urgent confirmation. Are you here to defend your friend? Or you're here on your own?
I heard what happened. I had the revelation of the priest. That is why I came here to inform you that whatever that has been revealed is already solved.
You are not getting this. I mean, what would you do if you suddenly realized that you were cursed as a child? You were cursed even when you are yet to understand what life means.
All these are the reason why I came here. So calm down. It is not your fault. So don't be hard on yourself.
I must have done something in my past life to deserve this kind of punishment.
To have killed that evil and wicked man, there is no doubt that your father is a warrior of immense strength. But there is a solution. Be rest assured that the gods are here to help you because you are innocent.
That evil man cursed me with a charm he got from a land very far from us. Do you realize that?
My dear, it means nothing now that everything has been revealed. Be rest assured that everything will be fine.
Wand of the maiden. Wand of the maiden. Do you have anything to say about the wand of the maiden?
Do you have something to share with us about it?
Wand of the maiden?
Yes, wand of the maiden. Wand of fertility. You have seen it, right?
I am just hearing about the wand of the maiden for the first time today.
I see. But you have dreamt about it then. About the wand.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Wand of the maidens. Those dreams!
The wand of the maidens. The wand of beauty. The wand of joy. The wand of motherhood. The ancient gift to the maidens of Eluag.
And what do all that mean?
I have touched it. I have been blessed with motherhood. All maidens must experience this. 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 All maidens must experience this.
Maidens! Ladies! I found it!
Found what?
I found it! I found the wand of the maidens! That very wand we all need to come in contact with so as to live a fulfilled life! Yes! I found it! Come with me! I found it! Dreams?
Yes.
The dreams I told you about and you said I should forget everything about them and...
Yes, she told me about the dreams twice. And I felt she was just getting worked up because of her inability to conceive. I made her forget the dreams.
Yes, you told me it doesn't exist. I told you then that the dreams look so real.
They were not just mere dreams. They were revelations. Your subconscious was trying to connect with the reality.
What does that mean? Dependent. Does it exist in real life?
An ancient gift of the gods to the maidens. But over time, the gods decided to take the hurdle of touching the wand from the women. They can have joy. They can have beauty. They can have the gift of motherhood without touching the wand.
That's it. My mother said something like that about the wand. But she also said it was not easy for maidens to touch the wand. Yes.
Exactly. The gods decided that the maidens deserve to experience the joy of motherhood more easily. So, the wand serves as healing for the maidens with exceptional inability. Unfortunately, you are one of the maidens. You are the first in your generation and the generations to follow to seek
the healing powers of the wand.
So, if she touches the wand, she'll get pregnant. Is that what you're saying?
One of the two life-threatening solutions to her cursed womb. We must recover that rope. That evil charm he got from Olu and tears him into two. The curse he placed in her innocent womb, which has prevented her from conceiving all these years, will be destroyed. And that charm cut into two. Alternatively, the prince and 3 strong men of this land will travel to Ugezu to fetch the pendant. That pendant will cleanse his cursed wife the moment she wears it. That pendant shall be replaced in the forest by the goddess of our formulum.
Please, tell us what each of these alternatives implies.
I want to assume that you are already aware that Ezala Obonwari was buried with the rope. And to get the rope means exhuming his body, which of course you know entails a lot of negative consequences. Again, there are bound to be deadly obstacles on the road to Ugezu. And if she must be a mother, one of those must be done. These are the only 2 ways decreed by the gods.
Father, is this a good time to talk to you?
You left your food untouched. And it's already midday. Wamaka, this is not the end of life. So don't act like it is. Please.
When did I go wrong? Was it in my previous life? Or was it in my mother's womb? When was it? When?
Hey, Wamaka, please. Don't do this. Please, I beg you. Don't do this, Wamaka.
Lolo, I was only but a child. I knew nothing.
Stop blaming yourself for what you know nothing about. Stop blaming yourself. Since the gods have revealed this to us, they equally will show us the solutions to it. Please.
Some other women have children without even thinking about it. But in my case, it is different. It's either an evil man that people were happy he died, a man that was buried and forgotten has to be exhumed, or my husband embarks on a dangerous journey. Is it fair? I pray day and night to the gods for a child, even if it is
I don't want to remain childless for the rest of my life.
What are you suggesting?
We were given 2 options.
2 deadly options, you mean?
We can surely choose from among them.
I did not get to know the consequences of exhuming a corpse first from the priest. My father did tell me. And I know that exhuming the body of a good man is very dangerous. We can now imagine what it would be exhuming the body of a man as wicked and diabolic as the man in question. I will never support that. Never. the next 10 generations may not survive the consequences. I don't want to bring destruction to my people.
So you'd rather we go into the forest, myself and some other men, and die? Is that a better option? Listen, Father. Father, you broke me by giving me a wife. Even when I already had a wife given to me by Akwali Omumu himself. And now that I can easily exhume the remains of that idiot that tried to defile a child and retrieve the deadly charm, you want me to go into the forest with some men and die? Who are you actually to me? My father or my enemy?
Oh, do not say rubbish before me. We have enough crisis on our hands already. We should intelligently resolve this as a family.
I'm sure the girls are with us. Let us not be faster than them.
Madra! Madra, that's who you are! You put me through this, and all these years you pretended like you did not know what was wrong. Now you're saying nothing.
Wamaka.
Why did you put me through this?
Wamaka.
Why?
Wamaka, get your hands off your father's
I will not. He's the reason for this.
What would you have preferred? That he got you betrothed to that man? That evil man? Is that what you would prefer? Please get your hands off, okay? Please. Please, I beg you.
I thought I was protecting my daughter that I love with my whole life from a man that would have destroyed her. I never knew things would turn out this way. It was not part of my plan. You two should understand that it has not been easy with me.
I was a good man at that. Very few fathers will do what your father has done for you. Please don't treat him like that.
I want my I want my children, my own. I want my children.
Don't do this, man.
The gods of our land, give me my own children. Bless me with my own.
The body cannot be exhumed.
Of course the body cannot be exhumed. Is it not natural for me to go into the forest and get killed? After all, she's my wife, right?
But she's your wife.
Of course. The one you chose for me. Not the one the gods wanted for me.
Oh, stop it. Must we go through this all over again?
Father, we're going to go through this for as many times as is necessary. Wamaka is a good girl. Noted. But we would not all be in this mess if you had allowed me marry the girl the gods chose for me. Always remember that.
And I will always remind you that I wanted the best for you. At least that was my intention. Ugezu Ubah is still my friend. Despite all that happened, he's a very good man. How was I supposed to know things would turn out this way?
We all don't always know what the future holds. Always remember that the next time you shove your choices down people's throats.
I insist you owe your father an apology.
An apology?
Yes.
For ruining my life?
Only a good father like him will do what he has done for you. That man saved you. He protected you.
Protected? Saved me, you say? Is this what you call saving?
Wamaka, do not sound as if there are no solutions. Every revealed problem could be solved. Wamaka, as a lolo in this palace, and the one heading the Enuagu women, I know what people are saying about your father. Everybody is praising your father for what he has done for you. And a good number of them suggested that your father needs to be specially recognized. Yes, for what he did for you. So I insist, you owe him an apology.
Onyeze, I think I understand him. He has every right to behave the way he did.
Okay, Kembeleba. Everyone is unhappy and worried about this. So him behaving as if he's alone in this is totally unacceptable.
Onyeze, you are asking him to go into the dreaded forest. That is rather too much for him. Okay, my king. I am with the prince on this. Yes. We are going to exhume the cursed body of that fool who gave himself a useless title, Ufuzu Kanuzu. I want to be among the group that will teach his body a bitter lesson even in death. His corpse is just as useless as every other evil corpse.
Okay. Exhuming the body of a man like that is far deadlier than going to the forest of the maiden.
Onyeze, the priest did not tell us that. Don't forget that I am still the Okekembelemba of this land. Okekembelemba na mara nezu na atu egwu.
Okekembelemba, we know all that. I once had a deep discussion with my father on the consequences of exhuming an evil body. And I can tell you that the consequences of exhuming an evil body like that of Ezeluabo Wajugo is far more dangerous and disastrous for this kingdom that can even affect 10 generations to come.
Hey! Onyeze, I've never heard this before.
You are hearing it now.
I am terrified. If I knew it would come to this, I would have allowed them to marry my daughter.
Oh, Kekembeleba. Do not talk like that. What you did was what a good father could have done. You did not only save the life of your daughter, you saved the entire land from their worst nightmare. Listen, I appreciate you for what you did. And everyone who hears it will do the same.
Onyeze, except my daughter. Except Wamaka. She called me a murderer. Yes, I know I am a murderer. But should the person for whose sake I killed call me that? This whole thing tears me apart. I wish I could turn back the ends of time.
Listen, she's only living out her emotions. Forgive her. I apologize on her behalf.
Don't be this unforgiving. Adana, what Wamaka is passing through is bigger than that little problem you had with her.
Uju, I am not being unforgiving.
Yes, you are. You cannot deny you're still angry with her, can you?
Yes, I am angry with Wamaka. But that is not the reason I said I'm not going with you.
So, what is the reason?
You know how emotional Wamaka can be. Are you sure this is the right time to visit her?
What do you mean?
She might not be in the right frame of mind to see somebody. In fact, she might not be happy that people have come to know what is happening.
Try another reason, Adana, because this does not work.
Do you think?
Since when did we become people? We are her friends, her closest friends. She needs us now more than ever. Adana, please, let's go.
Coming with you.
I've never seen or heard this kind of thing before. I mean, if this is supposed to happen, why would it happen? Why would it happen to a prince?
Nobody deserves to be in this dilemma. Not a prince, not a beggar. All this would have been avoided if my father was not as overbearing as ever.
Or if not that you're totally submissive and obedient to him like you have ever done all your life. Yes, why are you looking at me like that? That is true. And you know, I keep wondering when we will start making decisions like a man without relying on your father.
Can we go back to the topic we're handling?
You cannot just dismiss me just like that. For there's no topic that is superior than what we are discussing right now. I was there when this whole marriage thing started, remember? I was aware how you proposed to that maiden, now a woman that has 2 children. I was equally aware on how you turned her away for no reason other than because you had to be an obedient son.
I don't want to continue with this discussion. Can you change the topic?
Your greatest problem is that you cannot force me into anything. I am saying what I am saying in my capacity as Susondo, and I must finish what I'm saying. You blame the king, your father, but I'm blaming you. What is this? A man is supposed to choose his own wife and not allow others make that decision for him. You know why? Because when a man wants to build his own family, his chi will guide him to the right one. Think about the process that led to the choice of Equitos and tell me if you are not mild.
Listen to me. I don't want to discuss Equitos again. That does not help anything. All I need now is to find a way to solve this present problem.
Is that right? Fine. Just choose on what to do and we shall start it immediately. I am ready, as in very ready. But you cannot choose. I know you, Soplona. You cannot make any decision because you are waiting for your father to decide. I don't even know why I ended up as your friend.
Do not be hard on your father. Look, when I was discussing this with my father, he sounded very happy. According to him, Ezelua Bonwadiobu was a horrible man that no one could kill. He was happy that finally they know a man that has ended their misery and nightmare.
To them, your father is a hero. Because he did what no other man could do.
Dana, if you can't say anything to cheer her up, then let me do the talking.
Ujunwa, what I am saying could cheer her up. I mean, her father killed a man no other person could kill. A man that deserved death. Okay, nobody is calling her father a murderer.
Because the man he killed had no right to live.
Well, Amaka, we are very sorry about this. You understand we are with you, right? Whatever we can do to help, please don't hesitate to tell us. Oh?
Personally, I believe that knowing the cause of the problem is a step closer to solving it. Now that we have known how to solve this problem, we can as well consider it already solved.
Since it's obvious that people are discussing about this in their hearts, did anyone mention what the so-called solutions are? Did anyone know that the solutions are matters of life and death? Did anyone know that in either of them, the prince gets to die, or many people from this kingdom will do?
The gods forbid. Nobody would die.
Yes, nobody would die. Other women gave birth to their own children. Nobody died. You will give birth to yours. Nobody will die.
He must go to the forest of the maidens, or nothing will be done. Or do you want to remain childless the whole of your life?
I'm sorry I've not been available for you.
You owe me no apology.